Yeah. DJ Chinny, you say you remember this one?
Yes, yes. Road less traveled.
Man, this right here. TT, you don't know nothing about this. I think you were still in Pampers, TT, when this came out.
Not Pampers.
I'm weak.
He trying to play you, TC. He trying to call you a baby.
Look, he always trying to do that. He always trying to do that.
All right, DJ Chinny, you ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
Roll, let's travel, baby.
Yes, yes. Sometimes we got to walk that road.
Sometimes you gotta walk that road. Man,
sometimes it's lonely, it's dark, it's slippery.
Man, listen to me. Listen to me.
We gotta walk that road.
That road, let's travel. I tell you, man, man, DJ Chinny, I go ahead and turn it over to you. Wow.
Yes, yes. This is show 35. This is Shifter Culture. I'm your host, DJ Chin. We got TT back. She got on the UCU.
VCU.
Oh, VCU. VCU.
Yes.
My bad. That's
the
what's
realms. Up. The Commonwealth. TT, I told we missed you. Say, man, TT's out there doing big things and starting a grad school.
Yeah.
How was it? How was it? I mean, how was the first week? I mean, you getting acquainted, get your toes ready?
It's school. It's school. It's a higher level of school. Yeah, I don't really know how to like explain it right now, but I do know that I have a lot of work, y'all. A lot of work. Everything's written. I have to think, like it's just critical thinking, analysis, all that stuff. I'm enjoying it, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what? All this work you're doing right now, it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off.
You got
this. It is.
It's new, so you just gotta get accustomed to it.
Oh yeah, once you get your rhythm,
that's the main thing.
Yeah. Well, once you get your rhythm, you're gonna be
It's like all of these readings. All of these readings, it's like, what do I need to think is important? What do I need to leave out? Like, that's my main thing. Like the readings, the understanding the readings, not just reading it, but like actually understanding it. That's something that I want to do, and I'm going to conquer it. So, yeah,
exactly. We believe in you. You got this.
No doubt.
You want to let them know where to find Math for TV, TT?
Yes, you can find Math for TV on all social media platforms. TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube, Facebook, you name it, we're on it. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on everything. Hint to my classmates that probably are going to be watching this episode, because I told them over this wonderful weekend that we will be filming every Tuesday. So hopefully we get some comments from my classmates.
No doubt. You know what? We actually need to maybe do a live one day on Instagram or YouTube. We got a Twitch account. We haven't even started that, streaming. So you know what? As we get it, we're gonna start unfolding some of the stuff. We got the radio. We're gonna start uploading stuff here in a few months on the radio. Yeah.
Yes.
A couple months would be 1 year. Do y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're about to have a 1 year anniversary celebration.
Oh, we are. And listen, we're going to pop some moonshine down here. We're going to have that moonshine popping. Popping.
Ay.
Be around here stumbling and bubbling, baby. Stumbling and bubbling. Can somebody hold me up?
Look at him.
Can somebody hold me up, please? I tell you.
I see you still got your ex-cousin Jimmy on your cousin.
I tell you, he ain't listen. I don't. That guy there had me last week going. Thank you, DJ Chinny, for your assistance and helping me with some coping mechanisms to handle the mental oppression that my cousin continues to put myself and all Americans under. So thank you so much. But yeah, I still got him maxed out. I'm waiting until he gets back to America and do what's right by us before I take the X off.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting for a while. I told you to divorce him. You don't want to listen, but okay.
Oh my God. I might need another session in a couple of weeks, DJ Chinny.
I'm going to start charging you for my sessions now. All right, guys, we're getting right into our topics for today. Show 35, Shift the Culture. Number one is Karmelo Anthony. He was denied motion for a new trial. The defense raises concerns about the courtroom access, jury instructions, and alleged informal agreement between attorneys. Which of those issues is most important for the public confidence in this process? So I don't even know where to start, to be honest, because the jury did have a verdict of guilty, and he's looking at 35 years in prison. So I don't know. He didn't get to take the stand to plead self-defense. TT, this is right up your alley. How we looking, attorney?
I think limiting courtroom access is the most important issue for the public's confidence. I think it violates his Sixth Amendment rights that states that defendants face justice in open court rather than behind closed doors, protecting fairness, transparency, and accountability in the legal system. I believe that public trials is a way to gain the public's trust, because if you see the process happening in your face, legally incorrect, it may boost the community's confidence in the system. Jury-wise, being that he was already, basically convicted or whatever, the jury has nothing to do with basically the sentencing or whatever. So his sentencing was primarily up to the judge as to how many years that he gets, and hopefully the judge did it based on the law and then the evidence and all that stuff. And the jury's job is to find him guilty or not guilty based off of evidence. So with all of these these facts or whatever, I feel like the courtroom access was something that was very important, because that's something that could have just been basically handed out there, like, hey, the courtroom is open to the public for you guys to come in, and y'all basically said, nope, forget about it. So that's the most important topic for me.
And what agreement between attorneys? What was that about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's alleged and all that stuff. Normally when it says alleged for me, I'm just like, need more information. So, yeah.
Cousin Jimmy, do you know about these alleged meetings and agreements?
Well, I think basically what it sounds like is that there were some conversations between the attorneys of both sides in terms of maybe informal conversations not on record about plea deals. And so if you're having these conversations and they're not on record, that can be a concern. Now, again, as you all just mentioned, is alleged, so we don't know. There hasn't been a lot of factual evidence to come out about this, but basically what Karmelo's team is saying, and let's just get right down to it. TT, you brought this up when we first addressed it, and we looked into it because there was another case, a high school student, white kid who killed a Latino kid or something like that down there in Texas, who only got 10 years or something like that. Same situation, same basically exact situation, not at a track meet or whatnot, but high school kid in Texas who killed a classmate. And so, I think there's some unfairness here, and this is why you're having Karmelo's team do what they do. So I believe they have to now take it to the higher courts because Texas isn't allowing them to do another trial. And I believe that what TT said is correct. You need to have public access and people being able to ensure that this case is being viewed equally. And, with all the media at play for both sides, Karmelo's sides and the Metcalf family as well, too, you have a lot of hostility, racial hostility. And when you don't allow enough public perception into the case and have the public's presence there and fair observation and fair viewpoint on it, then it does make an imbalance there. Again, going back to the case, law is all about matching cases up. If you're able to reference a case that's similar to your case that the legal system passed or gave a lower sentence to or whatnot, that's what it's all about. And there's a case. I don't know why Karmelo Anthony's attorneys are not harping on that case to this same kid in Texas that just got 10 years. Maybe they are. I haven't heard anything. I followed a little bit of this. I haven't heard them harp on that. I think that's something they should be throwing out there, DJ Chinny.
Yeah, no fairness, of course. If it's the same circumstances, why is he getting 35 years?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we get some more information and he can get a new trial.
Yeah, he shouldn't get 35 years, though. I'll tell you that right now. And our condolences to the Metcalf family. I could understand definitely how family would feel. But that's excessive. That's excessive. And we understand the facts were that, unfortunately, Austin put his hands on Karmelo. People can argue to the extent of what Karmelo did was that justifiable, but in normal human instincts and nature, you can't go and attack any nature being without having some form of opposition coming back to you, and you can't determine that. If I go and say, hey, I want to step on a snake's head, and I miss that head, and that snake strikes me, and a venomous snake strikes me, and I'm poisoned, I can't say, man, I just was aiming for your head, just playing around. I can't do that. Now, I can be potentially harmed, and it's unfortunate. So, but, we wish both of the families the best, but I definitely think it's a tough situation here for Karmelo.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, moving right on to our next topic. Penn State student drug ring. What responsibilities do universities have in alleged criminal activities happening in or off campus fraternity houses, but it involves current or former students? Do you think these students will be treated differently because of their race? So initially, as soon as I heard of this whole drug ring in college, I thought about ghosts and St. Patrick, Tyreek St. Patrick.
Power. You're talking about damn
Power. How they were running that drug ring in the college camp. That's immediately what came to my head. I thought about everybody in that show. I was like, damn, how the families are affected, because they even stopped at some of the families that of their homes to get their, they're involved now. Either they're hiding or holding information from the authorities, and now they're getting charged with withholding information. So yeah, this is crazy. 24-year-old cocaine kingpin, like what? From Philly to New York, and it was bagged and distributed allegedly, right, at fraternities off campus. So I don't know. Did the school know about it? Did Penn State University know what was going on? I don't know. PT, what are your thoughts? You over there raising your eyebrows?
Because did they know? Okay, so in my opinion, it does not matter if the fraternity was recognized as an organization by the school, because the fraternity only exists because the school exists. Mm-hmm. Like, what are we not understanding about that part? Like, it wasn't going to just be a fraternity by itself. It wasn't just going to be there by itself. It was there because the students were enrolled in your school. So yeah, that's that point. They keep emphasizing the fact that it wasn't on campus, on site, on this, on that, but at the end of the day, your name still holds weight with that fraternity, so it really doesn't even matter. I think universities should, of course, hold all students accountable for their actions and also protect, other students from the things that go on in fraternities. Also, they should cooperate with law enforcement, like help you guys. If you guys genuinely don't want drugs on your campus, help law enforcement. They'll help you find mechanisms and all that stuff to, minimize drugs and all that stuff on your campus. Additionally, at the end of the day, drugs are still surfacing the campus because it's being distributed and brought by the students there. So your argument stating that the drugs were not on your campus is not a valid argument, because it said that the students on your campus were the ones buying the drugs, meaning that the drugs were on your campus. So, on the race side, nobody should be treated differently because of their race. That's just plain old simple, but the reality of it is it happens all the time. So, this might be a slap on the wrist for some of these, individuals that participated in this crime, or it may be, oh, you get this amount of time. But it is I seen a darker gentleman, in the list of people or whatever. So we'll see the difference as in his time and then the 24-year-old ringleader that they keep talking about. There are times or whatever. And then that's how we can determine whether racial bias was, involved in this case. But yes, I do think consequences should be given based off of evidence. Nobody should be looked at, color shouldn't be a thing when it comes to crime. Like, if I committed a crime, I committed a crime. Nowhere in the law states that if I'm Black, I get more time than somebody that's white. Doesn't say that anywhere. So I hope this case is not that, that type of situation, and I hope justice is served.
Yes, TT, I agree with you. You were lagging just a tad bit. Are you seeing that on your end too, Cousin Jimmy?
Yeah, I saw it as well. Okay. But, we could hear clearly, and she made some great points there. But I'm going to tell you this. Race will play a part. And that tan guy is a tan guy. He ain't Black. Now, I think some Middle Eastern, Italians, their skin can get dark too. Their skin can get dark too. And we love them all. We love our Italian, Middle Eastern. We love all. But, listen, how folks are that can get Black but say they ain't Black. When it's convenient for them to be Black, they'll be Black. When it ain't,
they Black.
You can't find them nowhere. They don't want to be associated. But anyway, I agree. Penn State should definitely be have some form of accountability handed down to them, or some form of training or responsibility of their campus police to do better and understand it. But I can't. This basically how this came about. Somebody snitched. One of those students or somebody in that fraternity got caught up and told. And from there, they worked their way all the way up the food chain to figure out what's going on. Secondly,
all the way to the daddy. All the way to the daddy, y'all.
Now, yeah, Pops went and got the safe. Pops' thing is he don't know what's in the safe. He allegedly just went and grabbed the safe for his son. He doesn't know what's going on. Now, this case has been brewing for the past year. But this is what it is for me. Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell y'all who's been having the biggest craps in their pants when this case came along. All the drug dealers around the United States on these college campuses. Every single college campus in the United States of America has drug trafficking going on. Period. College students love drugs. And it's a fact. You can say whatever you want. I'm not saying every college student, but we all know how frat parties go on and what go college. TT, I'm sorry, darling, I'm not saying you, but you know what I'm saying. College students party hard and they like drugs, pills, cocaine, weed. Well, you can't say it's a drug in most states or some states because it's legalized. But the point is they gonna party hard with kegs, alcohol, drugs. That's what they like to do. So I tell you right now, there was some big craps going on and some pants and some drug dealers on some of these university and college campuses around this country. But I think this is the seriousness of it in our reality. We have to be aware that A, this is happening. B, we wish it would stop, but it won't stop. But C, there's a possibility that we can at least limit how much is going on, because what we don't want and what we've seen before is overdoses and people dying from getting the wrong drugs. Fentanyl's a big thing. So Lord forbid if one of these students get their hands on the wrong batch. So we want the schools, their campus police, along with the local law enforcement, to have some form of increased policies, increased awareness around what's going on the campus, so they can try to prevent these things or minimize them at least from happening. Because the last thing Penn State wants is a student overdosing or dying on their campus in a dorm room. Mm-hmm. That's the last thing. So they can act like they ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, yes you do. You better get on it very quickly, because I guarantee you right now there's some batches from this group on your college campus.
Wow. You know, I was laughing at the social media post with this dad training his daughter, like how not to leave her drink, because he knows she's gonna party, right? When she goes to college, like not to leave your drink unattended. So if you at a party and you know you have your drink, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Don't put your drink down, leave it. Like when you come back, don't take it up and drink it. Just throw it away, or don't turn your back and, you know, have your drink open. Because he was just putting things in her drink and she didn't even know, because she was being distracted. So just being aware, especially for those freshmen going into college, and because it is back to school time. So just be aware of those people that's trying to harm you, and don't do drugs, guys. It's not cool. Right, TT? TT's like, yeah. Oh, God. All right. Our next topic is Milwaukee, Wisconsin, an 18-year-old charged with road rage shooting. So how do everyday traffic disputes escalate into a deadly violence, or what warning signs are often missed? So this young lady, she's 18. Her name is Mariah Ruiz, is charged with homicide. She's driving without a license. The person that she shot cut her off. She threatened her to call immigration on her. They go into a back and forth dispute. The person bumps her with the truck. She let off shots, shooting the person in the neck and the shoulder and killing her. Like, what? How did something escalate that quickly so fast? And the next part of the question says, should driver's ed and public safety campaigns be included with training for road rage situations? And I think it should. Like, they teach you how to handle like everything with these driver's ed courses, but there should be a campaign on how to deal with diffusing road rage situations. What are your thoughts, TT?
I agree with you wholeheartedly, but in a situation like this, where the driver does not have their license or even a permit in some cases, how does this even matter? How does this matter? Because if they didn't take the initiative to get their permit or get their license or anything of that nature, what makes us think that they're going to take the initiative to be a part of a educational class or a campaign or anything of that nature about road rage? If they don't want to learn about how to drive, what makes us think that they're going to learn, want to learn about how to act accordingly on the road, basically. Road rage.
I think for her case, for Mariah's case, I think it was suspended. She probably did get her license and it got suspended, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, she didn't have charges and all this stuff. But in a case like that, how does that matter? Like, if she don't care about her license being suspended, how does it matter for her to go to a class that talks about road rage? You think she's gonna pay attention in that class to even keep her license? I don't think so. But I do believe that this, it would be a good idea. It would be perfectly fit for, people who care about things of this nature. How things escalate so fast, I feel like sometimes you just never know what somebody's going through. And then other times it's like people react faster than they can think. I feel like in her case, though, I feel like she antagonized her by saying, well, I'm going to call ICE on you. I feel like, because she followed her. So I feel like you following her was an issue. And then you shot at her car multiple times, not just once to scare her. Some people, they'll shoot once to scare people. You shot multiple times. So you saying that you didn't mean to hurt her is invalid, because you wholeheartedly did. If I don't mean to hurt somebody, I'm going on about my day. And then like warning signs that I feel like people should be like, aware of: honking, flashing lights, tailgating, lane changing, slamming on brakes, cutting people off, being rude, dropping your window, like pulling up beside somebody and they drop their window on you. I'll be scared. I'll probably run a light if somebody dropped their window on me. And follow people. So it's just, I don't know. It's like all of these signs, they're naturally ignored in some cases. And then in other cases, like people see it going on, but don't think that, it could happen to them or anything of that nature. So I do feel like that would be a good idea, but it's like, how do you make sure that everybody on the road understands that road rage is a thing, even if they're driving illegally?
Yeah, for me, I felt like a mental evaluation should be done before you even get a license. That's me. Like, for real. But how the heck, 18, what's she doing with a gun in her car? That's what I was thinking. You riding around with a gun? We don't know where this gun came from. We don't know whose gun it was. But yeah, for that to be your initial reaction is to shoot at somebody's car is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And then is her last name like a Spanish last name?
It's Hispanic, yeah.
So for you to tell another person that's probably the same race as you that you're gonna call ICE on them, like that's spit.
Listen, it'd be your own kind, TT. Surprisingly,
thank you.
It'd be your own people.
Kind.
Mm-hmm. Cousin Jimmy.
Terrible, if you ask me.
Are those meta glasses, Cousin Jimmy? All right, never mind. I'll get into that.
Hell no! These are the coolest damn glasses on the market. Mark Zuckerberg cannot touch me when it comes to sunglasses. Anyway, no, you know what, DJ Chinny, you had asked the same question I was asking. 18 years old with a pistol. But this is the thing about it is it goes back to composure. We had a topic last week, DJ Chinny, where a young man pistol whips a guy, goes crazy, road rage.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, if you see a person in pajamas, broad daylight, do not start anything with them. You're not getting anything through their head. Broad daylight, driving, or on the passenger side, a guy in pajamas and wife beater and slippers, 2 p.m. in the afternoon when his behind's supposed to be working, don't bother him. A female that's in here screaming out at you, talking about she's gonna call ass on you and she's the same ethnicity as you, don't bother her. So listen, these are the things. TT gave you a great list. Cousin Jimmy just gonna give you common sense. When you see these folks out here talking to themselves, going crazy in the car because you didn't take off quick enough at the green light, don't mess with them. So these are just some of the rules that I'm just trying to lay out.
Don't mess with me, y'all. Don't mess with me.
Hey, I told you, DJ T, I'll leave there behind alone. I don't want any smoke with any of them folks out there that's like that. I tell you right now. But this is a sad situation because someone lost their life. Because this young lady could not keep her composure. She said she had an argument with her mom. Yes, we all have
having a bad day.
But we can't take that out on other people. And so that's the sad thing here. That's my whole viewpoint on it. Stay away from these folks.
You about to have a lot of bad days and locked up.
In jail, right?
Who gonna? I told you, Big Brenda Big Brenda gonna have her a feast. Big Brenda had the other young lady last week. I tell you, Big Brenda is a seventh cousin of mine, TT. She's a seventh cousin, and she's doing some penitentiary time. But Big Brenda is about 6'5", TT, huge. And she's in the penitentiary waiting for young ladies like this girl. I'm telling you right now, she go, oh my God, Big Brenda.
Not 6'5".
6'5". I'm telling you.
That's it.
You better get up out her way.
It's a whole lot of women.
That's a heavy one.
Listen, that's a whole lot of women in another half. I tell you right now, you better leave her alone. But that's sad, y'all. Life is lost.
To that family. Definitely. Condone to that family that their person died from road rage. That's sad for real. All right, guys. Our next topic. This is what we were leading into with them glasses of yours. A woman filmed without consent by Meta AI glasses. How should lawmakers respond to wearable cameras that can record people discreetly in everyday settings? Mr. Adam, what's his name? Mosti, the Instagram CEO. He's like, you better take them posts down that are, secretly recording people. He doesn't want those on the Instagram platform. So I saw that one of the reporters covered the camera, the flash, and it was still recording. Yeah, they put a piece of tape over the flash and he could still record. So you could definitely record discreetly without someone knowing. So it is a growing concern. And this one particular case, the young lady was being filmed and she wasn't even aware until people, that she knew and family members started reaching out to her saying, is this you on social media that got over 200 views on all platforms? TT, how would you feel if somebody recorded you discreetly and you got your cousins and your family reaching out to you and your mom like, TT, that's you?
TT, hold on. I'm going to go first on this.
Go ahead.
Because want to get at DJ Chinny. She had on her little meta glasses last week. Her ass ain't got them on this week. Yeah. You knew you were covering this damn topic. I told you about them damn glasses.
I put my meta glasses on for our session, okay? I had to put on my professional face.
Yeah, all right. And then you got these damn creeps out here. What damn guy? If you are a guy out here filming, that you're approaching a woman, and then you want to post it on your damn social media, that you're a lame. You're just a lame. You're a straight coward. That's all I gotta say about that. DJ Chinny ain't wearing her meta glasses because she know we've been right from day down. We've been covering meta glasses on several episodes.
I'm not recording anybody discreetly though.
Everybody
know I'm a recorder. I'm a videographer. I'm recording something in some type of content.
You are a representation of that brand. I think that stuff, the glasses, is going a little too far. To me. TT, I'm sorry, you have the floor, ma'am.
He's just mad that his glasses don't got no camera on it. That's why.
It does. It got 2 damn cameras and 2 damn eyes. The good Lord done blessed me with. That's what it got.
For me, it's the fact that most states only require the consent of one person, which can be the recorder. Like that really grinds my gears. It's taking away the right, to refusal, like they stated in the video. I don't think that is fair at all, especially if I'm just minding my business, sitting down. Was she working? She probably was working. She had a little laptop up. I'm minding my business, I'm working, and then you're just secretly recording me. Like, I would be highly irritated. I think lawmakers should, adjust this law or whatever this is to have in place that only one person has to consent to it. In certain cases though, because if something's happening in a restaurant or something like that with, one of the employees and a customer or whatever, we should be able to record certain things like that. But if I'm just minding my business, I should not be able to be recorded without my consent. So I think lawmakers should give businesses the ability to restrict, these devices in certain cases. And if those businesses and companies don't do that, then you shouldn't be there. They should also require manufacturers to actually put privacy protections into the technology. So say for instance the light is covered, the glasses should automatically cut off. When that light got covered, the recording should have just automatically stopped. Like it should have had a message up there. Like how like when we are on our phones and say our phone is overly hot and we try to take a picture. When you go to try to take a picture, what does your phone say? You cannot take a picture because your phone is overly, hot.
It's overheating, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, in a case like that, this should be applied with the glasses. If the people that you're recording does not know from the glasses that you are recording, the glasses should automatically shut off. So that's something that I think should be put in place. And then penalties should be given to like recording without people, consent and knowledge. I feel like penalties should just be given for that, because why are you recording me? The same rule applies in the bathroom should apply like in a, public setting where I don't want to be recorded. I'm just doing my work. I'm minding my business, not yours, mine. So yeah. That's my take.
I agree with you. And I feel like people should just stop being creeps. Like, why are you recording me without my knowledge? But you are being recorded regardless in public spaces. Like her sitting
but
there on her computer.
They not just posting it. Like,
but you are still being recorded.
You always being recorded, but like it's a difference being recorded all the time, and it's just for evidence. Like, if something happens, we got footage. And then being recorded just because you want to record me and post me on your anonymous page. No, 100%. I don't want that.
What again? But my thing is, why make a product like that? Why? See, that the whole point is, why are you creating eyeglasses that record people? You got your cell phones already. You got regular cameras already.
Well, I don't think they're just specifically for recording people.
Exactly. It could be for recording anything. Let's say you wanted to record yourself doing a project, gardening or whatever, and you needed your hands to be free, and you want to document yourself, rooting up your plants and planting your stuff or whatever.
I feel like
whatever
activity.
Exactly, and that's
change the perspective of why they're being used. Yeah,
exactly. There's a good side and a bad side to everything out there. Trust me.
I don't disagree with, but how many times are we seeing these instances where these glasses are being misused? We were talking months ago about the difference between your Ring door camera and these glasses, and we specifically stated that the Ring doorbell is on someone's home. It would be totally out of line for me as a Ring doorbell owner to have a recording of my neighbor walking by with the dog and then post it up on my social media. There needs to be some accountability.
You know what's funny? That happens a lot.
See?
That happens a lot.
People need to get locked up.
Especially in apartment complexes.
They need to get locked up.
Complexes.
If you're not committing a crime or doing something where you're recorded and people want to get the word out about you or want to share it with law enforcement, totally different. But if you're just randomly capturing folks on your camera and then posting it up, that's BS. Jasmine said your favorite daggone thing. Lock them up.
Pretty much.
I want them to come record me. I'm telling you right now, DJ Chinny, I got some for them daggone glasses. I tell you right now, I got some for them glasses. I sure do. It's called pickle juice. I got some pickle. I'll pour some pickle juice right there, that electrical charge part of the glasses. They're going to go out quickly.
All right, guys. Moving on to our next topic. A gold mine in Central African Republic collapse. Gold mines have always faced loose regulations and unsafety work environments. What role should international buyers, mining companies, and neighboring countries play to improve the safety standards of these mines? Whew. So I have two questions. So I noticed that it was being recorded. Is it always being recorded, or just so happens that they started recording as it started to collapse? Because I thought that was crazy that it was caught on film. And secondly, who's in charge of these mines? It looks very unorganized, very unsafe. And like you said, there should be some regulations from everybody. What were you saying, TT?
I totally agree with you. International buyers are the reason for the demand for gold. So collectively, these groups should make sure that the workers providing them with the things that they want are working under safe conditions, implementing safety standards like inspections, emergency plans, maintaining equipment, all those things, could apply. Nobody should be dying for your benefit. If you can profit from it, it should be your responsibility to, help keep it safe. That's just how I feel about it.
I thought about the movie Blood Diamond. I don't know if you watched that one before when I saw that. Cousin Jimmy?
I don't think so.
DJ Chinny, you took it right out. It's a fantastic movie. DJ Chinny, you took it right out of my mouth. This is simply how it goes. You have international gold corporations, mainly by European and Jewish, coming to Africa and other parts of the world where gold is. Okay, these gold companies are not going to step foot or put their staff in these places to gold mine. Why? Because of safety, not only for collapses like this, but being robbed and being attacked. So what they do, they got to cut a deal with who? The guerrilla organizations or political organizations that are local, who run who? The people. And who going to do what? Control the money. And so when you have a situation like this, TT and DJ Chinny, it's not going to be safety involved because the individuals that's overseeing this does not give a crap. They're getting a piece from these gold companies, and these gold companies are basically telling them, look, go get the damn gold. We don't care how you do it. Get 1,000 people who need a job for 25 cents an hour, whatever it is. We don't care. Get the gold. The guerrilla guys are going to force people into labor for very cheap to get the gold so they can get their big chunk of money, give it off to the corporation who move on about their business. This happens all the time, but it's sad. But one thing I did like, this is a striking thing that I got. Did you see those folks after that collapse run right back down to where those people who were who had that debris and everything fall on them to go save them?
Yeah.
To go help them? That spoke a lot. That spoke a lot to me. So shout out to those folks who put their lives on the line to go back and help some people to get up out of that debris. They said over 100 people died.
There's a lot of people there too.
That's how they are. They don't listen. These folks need jobs and need work. They'll do anything. And so they're not going to be regulated. It's going to be the beat goes on. And did you see the color of their skin? There you go. These folks don't give a crap. You ain't gonna hear nothing else about it.
It's crazy. All right, guys, we squeezing in this topic. A South Florida father is heartbroken due to the loss of his wife and daughter in a lightning strike in Florida. This story brought tears to my eyes because they literally was just parked in their garage trying to get inside before the rainstorm came down even heavier, and lightning struck and took his wife and his daughter. And the daughter happened to be a 2-year-old twin. So her twin sister is now growing up without her twin and her mother. And the father is he's just lost for word. He's devastated. And it was just a very sad story. Did you get to see it, TT?
Yes, and I'm sending my prayer, my love, my support, all of that stuff to him and his family because that's very tragic.
Yeah.
Like just to be basically like minding your business, trying to get in your home, and boom.
Like we all do.
2 lives taken away.
Like we all do. When the rain is coming down, we trying to run in. It's like, wow.
Yep. It's very unfortunate. Yeah.
Cousin Jimmy?
Honestly, I just wanted us to cover this topic so we can try to give it some shine, some light. Man, did you hear how he spoke about his wife?
Yes. They looked like they were high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong.
Yep.
He spoke very highly of her. Yep.
Man, that just, cherish your loved ones. Appreciate your life. We never know. But we just want to send our love to this gentleman and his daughter and his family. We just want to shine some light on this situation. He actually wanted to come out and speak so he can shine light on his wife. So we just want to speak about it or present it on the show to shine light on him and his family. So much love.
Yeah, rest in peace to those. Wow. All right, guys. So last topic tonight is a Florida law was named after a former NFL player, Teddy Bridgewater. He was fired from the head coach of the Miami Northwestern team after bringing them to the state title due to the fact that he was using his funds to help his team, get home from practice or from games and offering food so that they could have something to eat when they get home. Should high school coaches be allowed to use their personal funds to help student athletes with basic needs and food and transportation? and recovering services. What do you think about that, TT? You think he should have been fired for that?
Fired for caring. That's what I got out of it. Firing for caring. Having human decency shouldn't be a thing anymore.
Yeah, he said he pretty much put himself in these young men's shoes and how he felt growing up.
I think coaches should be able to help student athletes. And I don't understand why is this even up for debate. You never know what people are going through, specifically students at home. The meal that coach provided could have probably been, their only good meal of the day. And I thought school administrators knew this. I thought we knew that the people in the school were basically supposed to be the help, like the people who help us, mentor us, and all of that stuff or whatever. So I don't understand why this had to come this far. And also, I do think that this is a case of wrongful termination. I feel like the court should be involved in, his termination. Y'all know my word, sue. Get your money. He should have never been fired.
It sounds like you want
jealousy is a devious. Jealousy is a devious thing.
It sounds like you want to take his retainer up.
Yep, I do. Come on.
Well, they said 1 in 6 families are in food insecurity, so they are in need. So I'm glad he was able to help them, and I'm sorry that he had to lose his job for that. But I'm glad that they created a law named after him, so that coaches can, help families without being penalized for it. Cousin Jimmy, what are your thoughts? You're a former football player.
Well, DJ Chinny, back in our day, we used to wear what's on our head called pig skin, and we had leather helmets out there. We had a little thing came across the face. It's not, like it is now, and we were out there just having fun, hitting and doing all types of stuff, running and just having a blast. And that's what Teddy Bridgewater, if you know anything about him, is a great college athlete. He was NFL quarterback. And when he retired the first time, he went back home to Miami, took over coaching of this team, and guess what? TT hit it on the nail. He became a success in his first year, led him to the state championship, and some folks got jealous. Why? Because he's an NFL Pro Bowl quarterback, ex-NFL player, star player in college, millions of dollars. He's a wealthy, he has money. And he was able to utilize his power and influence to help the kids in his neighborhood where he's from. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, this is the same high school he went to, if I'm not mistaken. So, so when he came and he did that, somebody got jealous. Seeing him come in automatically, get all the attention because of his name and his popularity. On top of that, his team is winning. And then on top of that, he got money. So, whatever the team needs, he can always use his resources and things to help the team out. Somebody got jealous of him.
Yeah.
And so,
that's
but
sick.
Exactly. Yeah. And so what he
because
did
students are involved.
Exactly, TT. Young people are involved who need that support, as you all been saying. So when they fired him last year, he went back to the NFL and went and played one more year. And they passed this law. I think they're trying to, I think he might be trying to go back. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. But he just re-retired from the NFL again. So because he went back after they fired him. I guess he's, you might as well go back because his purpose was to retire and want to set up shop where he was from and start helping some kids. So, but shout out to Florida for doing that. Shout out to Teddy Bridgewater, doing a great job. And as TT mentioned, we played sports, we played athletics from little league up to high school, college, and to have coaches or people that come in your life, especially when you're young and you're coming from tough situations, to be mentors, folks that can look out for you, give you a ride, you're hungry, get you a meal, pay your way for trips or different things of that nature because your mom or something or dad can't afford it. That's important. So we're glad that this law got passed.
Yeah, shout out to
They'll be surprised what a lot of these coaches in the 757 do for their great athletes. The administration in Florida wouldn't even be able to last in the 757. They've been rip them apart, talking about I can't feed my student athletes.
Right. That's right. That's right.
All right, guys. That concludes our show. I'm gonna hit y'all with Chin's positive vibe. My thoughts for this week says surround yourself with winners. In order for you to win, because winners do win, you have to surround yourself with people that are winning. You can't surround yourself with losers, people that have, nothing going for themselves. So that's my advice to everyone out there. Make sure you have a good foundation, good village, supportive family, friends, people that are doing something with their lives so that, you can benefit from that, whether it be from just giving you advice, giving you a helping hand, whatever the case may be, pointing you in the right direction. So make sure you surround yourself with winners to shift the culture, and we out. Peace out, guys.